Hey all, it's Jeremy from Aqua Shark Pool Care. Hey, with the storm coming up, Irma's on its way this weekend. I wanted to make a quick video for you guys about the subject of your water level. So I have gotten a couple calls. Some folks are a little concerned about the water level, and we have some rain coming. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye out. So if you know, Sam and I will be lowering a lot of draining a lot of pools this week. But if the rain comes hard and fast and you think your pool is about to overflow, or you need to get some water out of it quickly in an emergency, I want to show you how to do it, okay? So now, most pools, well, I wouldn't even say most, 60% of the pools actually have a valve plumbed in like they should. That's kind of what we call a blow-off valve, to be able to drain the water out of the pool. So if you have a valve like this coming out of your plumbing off the pool pump, then it's going to be super simple and very easy. So really all you need to do, if you got a hose, go ahead and stretch it out to direct the water wherever you're wanting to direct it. And just go ahead and all we're going to do is turn that valve with the motor running. This hose has seen better days. It's not in the greatest of shape. Okay, so obviously the motor needs to be on for this to work, to pump the water out of your pool. So all you do is just turn the valve. When the valve is in line like this, it's open. When it's perpendicular to the plumbing like this, it means it's shut. So go ahead and open the valve. Well, see, this hose here has a large hole in it, but that's okay. We just want to lower the water level. So we're going to let it run like that for a couple minutes to go ahead and drain some water out of the pool and lower that water level. Okay, so I'll be right back in a minute, and we'll see how low we got the pool, how long it takes. Okay, so the pool's been draining for about 15 minutes now. As you can see, we've dropped the water level considerably. We've removed a lot of gallons of water out of this pool. Yeah, you can see, you know, it's going to make a little bit of a mess, some water, but don't worry about that. We're got lots of sand here. It's going to drain into the sand quickly, and we're just getting the water out of that pool. Okay, so now the main question is going to be, how low do I go? How low can I drain the pool? So where we're at now, at about the center of your skimmer opening, that's normal levels right there. So we can go a little bit lower, but the problem that you're going to run into is we kind of have to strike a balance here, because you don't want your skimmer to be sucking in air into the pool pump. So you don't want that level to go too low, okay? So like I said, about halfway in the middle of this opening, right where it's at, that's pretty normal. That's good. We can go maybe down another, probably almost another full 2 inches before we start, you know, worrying about possibly sucking air into the motor. So you can lower it pretty low, just don't go too low, and you'll be fine, okay? And so that is pretty simple. If you have one of these drain valves, it's real easy to drain some water out of your pool. And we'll just reiterate real quick. So again, with the motor running, you open the valve. When it's perpendicular like that, the valve's closed. So that's it. Now let's talk about pools that don't have this valve. That only covers probably about 50% of them. And so a lot of the pools, they just never installed it when they plumbed the pool. They did not put a drain valve like this in your plumbing. So how do we lower the water then? How do I get the water out of my pool? If your pool doesn't have a drain valve plumbed in at all, what you may have to do as a last resort is take the cap right off the filter like this. And set it off to the side, and then switch your pump on. And now you're pumping water out of the pool that way. You may not have a choice if there's no valve. This is your last resort. Take the cap off the filter and run the pump to drain the water out of your pool.